I did a little coloring on the face. Now, you're wondering why. It's because I was like, hey, that black paper may be a little hard to work with for the face. And it just means you have to build up different color values and stuff. And I don't have my light on. I'm not turning it on right now. And I was right. So it just means I have to build up the colors a little bit to get us where we need to go. But we're not starting this yet, are we? I just jumped right into the duck. I have something else queued up and I just started coloring the duck because I was like, oh yeah, I wanted to show you. I wanted to explain that I did start coloring the duck, and I was so invested in telling you that I started with the duck that I just started coloring the duck. Don't let anyone tell you brain fog's a good thing. Brain fog makes you feel like soup. And it's rough. So we will revisit our duck. Also, if you have any name suggestions for the duck, start throwing them out now. I have what we're gonna do queued up and I just totally skipped it. Damn. Like, I've got to explain that I started on the face because it looks a little different. And then I forgot. Hey, we were playing Wild Guesser today. Wild Guesser is very cool. We know Wild Guesser. We love Wild Guesser. I feel like Wild Guesser had a change of name.
Am I wrong about that? Am I Mandela affecting myself? This did spell it a different way before, right? This was spelled the GeoGuessr way, or have I seen GeoGuessr so much in the last 2 weeks that I am imagining it? Has it always been this way? I don't know. Let's play though. Let's go medium level because we haven't been here in a bit. And also because apparently my brain definitely needs some exercise today. We're on 5 to 7 continents. Tree, terrestrial, and arboreal. We are not mountainous. We are not coastal. We are not freshwater. We are not desert. Wow, I'm doing great. We are not temperate. We're not rural. We're not urban. We're not tropical forest. We're not open ocean. We're not polar. We are grassland. Jesus. We're not mammal. We are bird. We're not the Galileos. We're not the cauliflowers. We're not the columbine flowers. We're not the occipital nerve. Is that what the occipital is? I don't know. We're not the palindromes. We're not the pistachios. We're not the sticks. We're not the spheres. We're the passing lane. Okay. Imagine tuning into stream during that, and that's the first impression you have of stream. And you're just going, okay, I'm gonna head out. We are not a corvidae. We're still in the past. This is gonna be a finch. Why do you hate me? This game hates Bagel, specifically. It doesn't have canary here. It's not a sparrow. That picture is actually a sparrow. The passing lane birds. Sparrows. What the hell? We have to read. Kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. This is a house sparrow. This is a yellow-throated sparrow. This is another sparrow. This is an old war sparrow. A sparrow chick. I'm stuck in the sparrow. Snow finches. What the hell are you? A cinnamon ibin. White-rumped snowfinch. Chestnut sparrow. Rockfinch. Rockfinch is not a guess. It doesn't like finches. It hates finches, actually. I don't give up, actually. No, put me back in. But that's like turkey. Jesus' use of sparrows as an example of divine providence. That's so many words. Oh, that's where Turkey came from. It was the country. Do I have to type Old World Sparrow? Did I miss something very obvious? Okay, we're gonna read again. Okay. Old World Sparrows. Passerin birds from the family Passeridae. Like seagulls and gulls, so they're not a seagull or a gull. Cinnamon ibin is on the table. What the? How do I Estrildid finches? Sorry, I bumped the mic. Estrildid. I found the bird name. It's plumage. That's the bird. God. It's like this game hates me. I figured I'd try in case it was being screwy. I want to know. Are you shitting me? How many different... What the... The house sparrow is a bird of the sparrow family. I typed sparrow. Why is this not count as sparrow if sparrow is sparrow? This is finch adjacent. Why didn't you, like, go, hey... Warm, 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 hot. Hot soup. Okay. 3 continents. Not Africa. I wanna just jump over here. Mammal. Polar. Taiga? Taiga polar mammal. Not bunny. What the? Hippopotamus. Bovidae. It's gonna be a deer. It's gonna be an elk. It's gonna be a moose. It's gonna be an antelope. It's gonna be a jackalope. It's gonna be caribou. Why didn't do that the last time? The reindeer or caribou is a species of deer with circumpompous distribution native to Antarctic, subarctic, tundra, boreal, and mountainous regions of the northern Europe, Siberia, and the North America. It is the only representative of the genus Rangifer. Sorry if I said that wrong. That sounds like a weird word. If there's that many distinctions of a reindeer, then I should have gotten finch for sparrow. I'm just saying. It should have let me. It should have let me and it didn't like me. I have to move the mic because it's on the owl. Okay, anyway. I'm coloring a duck. I don't have the light on, and I should have the light on, so I'm gonna turn the light on. Okay, that helps a little bit more. Also, my hair's doing whatever it wants, and we're gonna just deal with it. Like, I don't know what it's doing over here, it just keeps being weird. So there's some examples of ruddy ducks down here in this corner. If you want to check those out, that's going to be what we're drawing. I have them up on my screen, so if you see me going like this, I'm looking at the ducks. There's a really pretty brown one. You can see it. It's in the top middle. Kind of wish I'd done that one, but I've already started cooking on this one. I quite like this one a lot. I don't know if we're gonna do a ton today, but we're definitely gonna get some work done. I'm happy to be working on the duck again. It feels nice. By the way, I got the DLC for Sticky Business. Is he gonna do it? Are they not active?
Why isn't it working? That's not right. Hold on. They're working? Yes. Okay, they are working. It just can't tell that I'm doing. Maybe I have to do just one. This is a there we go. I got the DLC for Sticky Business. There we go. So I have it. I think maybe today we'll just play a little regular Sticky Business. And that's what it's gonna be. Just a little game. The head, I don't want to do too much color on because the head doesn't have a ton of color. But the head has to have color because it's got to have like light on it, and it's got to be warm toned. And as we've talked about before, the Federal Duck Stamp Competition wants like your entry to have warm tones and wants them to focus on warm tones. Also, someone said today that the UPS place that like I was sending stuff out of for the Oregon contest closed. I was gonna go drive to confirm it. I was gonna get a hoagie and confirm it, but I couldn't figure out how to get gluten-free bread on their app. So I didn't get to go confirm, but if it's true, I'm sad. I figured out also how to order my Taco Bell so that I can just go in and pick it up. A huge win. That way I don't risk going over their embankment. If you know, you know. Because the last time I tried to order online, I couldn't get the customize option to work. And then we talked about how I've had trouble like taking the stuff off the order and then drive through and still getting like the meat that I can't have in my food and etc etc. So like I finally got it, so I was able to take the stuff I needed off my order. Everything went smoothly. It was so great. I can order my food and go get it. And that's cool. Now, hey Hoagie Place. Hey Hoagie Place. Why can't I say I need gluten-free bread? Because I know you offer the gluten-free bread. Like I'm running into the same problem again. I don't want to run into that problem again. I'm running into a little problem with the duck's head. I wasn't going to say anything until it was an issue, and it's a bit of an issue, so I'm trying to fix it. But the crayons are creating a texture that I don't like. See, crayons are waxy little fucks. So we have to just go in and try to fix it. See, we have to build the color up. I'm gonna blind myself for the cause. Everywhere that you can see that's shiny is colored. Let me try to, like, get some more color down into that white. Imagine I leave this whole thing in. I don't edit out this part of the stream at all for the recap for YouTube. Hi YouTube. Hi. imagine I leave the whole open end where I'm just like, yeah, I'm just gonna color, and I skip the whole gaming part after being like, yeah, I want to start a stream with something just a little chill and mellow so that we can all just like warm up, come in at our pace. If you're late, you know, you just miss a little gaming, stuff like that. If that's what part of stream you enjoy and then you duck out, that's also cool. However you're here is however you're here, and that's very cool. I'm really liking how the light's catching the top of the duck's head. I know it's not a great view, but a very orange butt. So warm today. So too hot today. And it'll be like 40 degrees tonight. Great. Love it. All the time. Always great. Always so good. Always the best. Let's go in here with a little bit of this blue. All blue is a cool color. It's gonna help us get some light values. And try to go in with a little yellow. Just a little. Imagine if I actually did submit this to the federal duck stamp competition. They're like, so what was the median for this one? $550 to submit crayon. I really didn't mean to take such a break from this. I'm gonna work some of this in blue and some of the other parts of the duck really quick. That way our colors are consistent, and then everything looks like it belongs together. If it doesn't look like it belongs together, it looks like I just piecemeal together a duck. I'm gonna break out the white. I think it's time. Shit. Let's not do that. So this white's definitely gonna have to be built up with another color because it's not building the way I want. Whacking the mic, sorry. Don't know where the orange pencil is. It is somewhere. We're gonna go in with teal. This is a colored pencil with colored lead. Do I consider this like a cop-out to doing texture? No. Using a few very minimal tools to help get texture? Absolutely not. The way the teal looks on this white, actually. Where has it been my whole life? You can't see it too well. I'm here praising it and you can't really see it too much. Can you see it now? Is that good? Is that good? Ooh, there we are. That's the best way I could show you. You can actually see like where the different colors change. I'm gonna have to watch with the teal though, because it does feel like I'm starting to make it a little cool toned. And it's not the intention. Black has a lot of color in it when it shines, and a lot of the time that color is green. Elsewhere. Again, consistency. So hoping I didn't make a Franken duck. I think for crayon, that's a really, really good looking duck head. Duck. I think that's huge for today. That's cool. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. I stopped. I stopped. I stopped. Ah, there's so many markers everywhere. There's markers from me working on stuff, and then there's just the crayons too. Like everything is just here in abundance. Jeez. I also want to try to figure out like something I can do more with these. These were for a design on the shop. Silly goose. Two silly geese. Kind of see them. I want to figure out something else. Because they're cool. We got to work on the duck, and that's really awesome. I feel happy that we got to work on it. Got that much done. Federal duck stamps can be sent in now. And holy shit, I have to get the Michigan duck stamp going. Because I can see the sketchboard off camera. I can see what I've done off camera. But I've got to get going. Got to get cooking on that. Yeah. That's things I have to do. I was messing with stuff. What else is new? I did this. This is the new art layout. Oh, the computer's good with it, which is fine. It's fine. Yeah, that's fine too. This is a screen grab from an iPad, by the way. This camera setup is very, very good. What do you mean that I need to get a better one? So here's the duck. We're gonna figure out how to do this better. There's light coming in behind me from the window being open. But this is the duck. I'll figure out how to hold things too. Camera's this way. This is the ducky. If I hold a little closer, is that better? Yeah, I can see up there in the corner. I can see it there in the corner. Holy, this is a good setup. Again, this duck is all crayon. There is a little marker and a little colored pencil, but the marker is just gray Sharpie. Where is my gray Sharpie? It's just this guy. So, if you're like, well, I don't think that should count, it's my duck. So today, we're going to work on our duck some more. I'm going to get my reference picture open. I'm going to put you right there, just a little smaller so I can see. I want to do the beak today. And maybe the eye. The eye I wanted to save toward the end because the eye feels very ambitious, but also the longer I wait on it, the more nervous I'm going to be about it. So I like that no matter which way I move, opposite. Does the camera pick up on it still? Yep. Awesome. This one won't, but that one will. Their eyes are very dark. A very dark eye. Which means I get to build. I'm gonna pull out some of these. They're up here because we're doing something later as well. I don't know if we're gonna keep the cam set up this way for later. We'll try. I don't remember how much battery the iPad has. So we'll just go with it. Some of these ducks, by the way, have dark, like, this ruddy duck. I forgot to mention this stream. Hi, if you're new, I'm drawing a ruddy duck. Ruddy ducks are one of the ducks that you could draw for the Federal Duck Stamp competition. Some of these ducks have dark that goes like dark, like way down under their eyes, and some of them have it very close to their eyes because they're not very tired. So I gave mine some very dark eyes. It's totally not symbolic of how I feel all the time. I'm going with this green that we've been using. See if I can build up a little bit. Sometimes I'm like, wow, the lag on Twitch throws me off a bit because I'm listening to stream to make sure like things are okay, things aren't fucky. And then I stream on YouTube and I'm like, holy crap. I'm very, very glad that I'm on Twitch more often. Okay, we have an eye. We have an eye. And as a reminder as well, this is not getting entered into the contest. If you're watching the compilations on YouTube, you're probably tired of hearing this. But if you're watching this now in this space, this is not getting entered. This camera view, I realize, is going to be very fun. Because then everything's just doubled. And also, I realized we haven't broken out the 64 pack where Dandelion resides. So we're gonna have to open this today. The marker is mostly to get the black to be a little more black, because we're working on a black paper. So I need the black to be a little less shiny in some places. I'm not using it to be a marker or to do marker things. I'm using it to literally try to get my colors to work better. Did my dandelion do on dandelion? Oh my god, the paper is coming off. I'm here for you. I was a child who would break their crayons. So let's see how this goes. The eye is very gray. If I can't fix it, my duck will just be blind. And that's fine. We can have a blind duck. just on this one crayon. It's very strong, waxy smell. Where is chlorine? Chlorine! Chlorine! I found chlorine! This was my favorite crayon as a kid, and I always loved this color blue, and I would, with every fiber of my being, say and tell everybody this was chlorine, and I did not know until recently that this is cerulean. 2 decades, almost 3 on this earth. Chlorine! Anyway, I'm using it for the beak. It wouldn't be a good beak without a little cerulean. Reading ahead of my grade level, my age. What color is that? Chlorine! Like, no one caught that? No one was noticing? Or was everyone just like, that'll be resolved. Give it time. Where's the other one that I liked? I liked the blue crayons. Oh, we have a nice sky blue in here. The stream is just admiring crayons. Where are you? I think it's you. They're not in color order and it's bothering me. Turquoise blue! Don't drop them. God. We didn't start with Wild Guesser again. Because I was fixing the camera. So, in the middle we'll do Wild Guesser. I got distracted by going, hey, I forgot the camera and the whole Streamlabs thing. So, we will go back and do it. Well, what are you? Melon? Do they still do this one? A beauty. Truly. These are working great for smoothing some parts that look a little bit too textured. My fridge has joined us, as it does. Let me see all the gnomes up here. It's really good at making like some of the highlights softer too. But it's warm, which is what we want. sky blue. We're gonna see. Okay, so we have a beak, but it's definitely too dark. Like, it's a beak. It's a good beak, but it's not what we need it to be. I'm gonna work a little bit of this blue into the face. Just a little. Ooh, I'm liking that. See, the beak should be like a powdery blue, and I have like a midnight fog looking situation. So, I'm gonna go in with this guy. This is like a royal blue first. I didn't break it. That didn't happen. We had a blue. Did I get it out even? Here's green. I thought I did. White will work. I'm still a little weird, but let's see if I can. Like focus this a little better. I don't know if that helped or hurt. We may have to use a little marker on that eye. I have a black one here. This is a fine point. But their eyes are really, really dark. And then I'm gonna go in with this guy. Blend it. Again, we're not trying to make the marker like take over. It's just to enhance. Because some colors just aren't popping the way they need to pop. Now that's an eye. You can actually see. I'm going with a little orange and see if I can get those highlights to come out. I don't know if I can. Figure it out though. They're a little more present. I don't know whatever my hair just did, but go for it. That didn't feel right. Oh, no, that's wrong. There we go. Maybe? Maybe? Sure. No. In the headphone. Ah. Again, the goal of this is to use strictly crayon. Well, not strictly crayon, but create it with crayon. We're not trying to distract with the markers. Some things just aren't working with the crayon. Like, things are a little too shiny to create the details, so I'm just trying to make sure we get those details in some capacity. Like, I'm not gonna pull out paint markers for this. I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, we're gonna use a paint marker to fix it. Whatever highlights we get are the highlights we get. I'm just using these to make sure some of the shiny spots aren't so shiny. Because if I try to take a photo of it when we're done with those shiny parts, it's not gonna work. And there's grass going up over the beak, and I colored in the beak. So we're gonna have to fix that a little bit. It's like dead-ish grass. So that's just something I'm gonna have to fix now, isn't it? I don't remember if I wanted the goal to be halfway done today or halfway done by the end of the week. I feel like it was by the end of the week, because today is a very big goal. Let's see. Just blocking in some of this grass, that way I don't muck it up again. Duck butt. Put a little green in the grass. I'm going to be going back over it with multiple colors. It's like dying grass vibe. Dying grass, moss, swamp, marsh vibe. Is what we have here. However, the grass, I think, on my totes for last year for Oregon, I think was too whimsical. So I'm trying to be a little more mindful of that right now. I remember, like, even as I was doing it, I was like, I think it's a little much. And that's okay. That's how things just are sometimes. My hair is not cooperating. What if we try that way? I feel like they're gonna fall off. has happened. It's more of a color and less of a clear. It is looking like a tea. It's not gonna get to be a super dark tea because it's like a peach cucumber green tea. But you know, I don't want to drink clear tea. That's not the vibe. I think go outside and look at the grass before I started coloring the grass on. I think my hair is not cooperating. It looks very yellow. For me, it's not as yellow. I'm wondering what's causing that. Maybe it's just how the camera's filtering the light. It's like here, yellow. It's like, okay, sure. I think some of these highlights are going to be very present. Like, I don't think there's a way some of them are just going to blend. Like, I think it's going to be very clear that different colors were used to create different parts of this. I wish I could find that blue. I don't know why I don't see it. Milkshake, do you know where it is? I thought it was this one. It's not this one. This one's the dark blue. I'm gonna go in with it anyway just to see if it helps at all. It does not really. It's making the grass look cool. Ooh, it's a really nice shadow color for the face. I'm gonna go in with a tiny bit of gray on the grass. That way I can go back over that section. lasso effect. It just allows it to look a little bit more dead. I'm gonna have to start putting my hair in one of those, like, Revolutionary War era ponytails to avoid this, like, Liberty's Kids style ponytail. Is that what's gonna have to happen? I don't know if I can do that. That's not gonna be a vibe. That's gonna be such a weird look. That's not enough. Uh-oh. There we go. Yeah, I think some of these highlights are just gonna have to be very noticeable. And that's gonna have to be okay. Some I don't do it on some of them, they're just not blending. But we have duck bill, we have duck eye, and we have grass. I'm gonna do a little bit of water just to get a feel for where the water kind of is. Maybe a little duck butt. Yay! That's huge for today. We have a bill, we have an eye, we have grass, and a little water to end. That's cool. we still have other stuff to do, and we didn't do our starting stuff, so give me a little bit. And then we will do Wild Guesser, and then jump back into more art. Maybe that's a little more fitting for this one. We just like take a tiny break, and then get back into the other art stuff. have an apple. And I also have wild guesser. Let's play medium. That's the only thing I don't like about the camera situation. Is that a box could randomly appear at any time. Be like, is this your face? Well, yeah, but you didn't have to put a box around it, so figure that out. Stop it. Lives in Europe and Asia. I'm sorry for crunching. I'm hungry. 3 habitats. Grassland's one of them. Picks grassland, then picks polar. Okay. Not rural. Taiga. Okay. Temperate taiga and grassland. Okay, what kind of mammal? Carnivorous mammal. Isn't that like a badger type thing? I forget what most of these animals are, even though I recognize them. Fisher, ferret, badger, otter, weasel. I'm sorry, does that say wolverines? Okay, omnivorous, I'm sorry. Not wolverine. I'm almost done with the apple. I'm not gonna be crunching in like 30 seconds. Confused. I have to throw the apple away. Well, the core away. Okay. Let me read that again. Okay, I missed martins and polecats. This is not helping.
I don't know what that even is. Unless I do and I know it by another name. We haven't tried a fisher, but I thought they were brown. What? 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 Where do you live? Okay. It's a mammal. Oh no, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Hippo. Whatever that is. Camel. Oh, what's the other one? Why didn't it take? Alpaca! The alpaca is a species of South American camelid mammal. Traditionally, alpacas were kept in herds that grazed on the level heights of the Andes of southern Peru. My P's are very loud. Western Bolivia, Ecuador, and northern Chile. Most recently, alpacas may be found on farms and ranches worldwide, with thousands of animals born and raised annually. Alpacas are especially popular in North America, Europe, and Australia. There are two modern breeds of alpaca, separated based on their perspective. The more I think about my P's, the more I'm saying them worse. God. Both breeds produce a highly valued fiber, with Surrey alpaca's fiber growing in straight locks, while I'm not going to say that word correctly. Hyaka fiber has a crimped, wavy texture and grows on bundles. These breeds' fibers are used for making knitted and woven bundles similar to sheep's wool. Sorry for saying that word totally wrong. Okay, North America. Terrestrial. Land animal. Is it freshwater? Is it open ocean? Is it coastal? Taiga. 4 habitats, you know? And I've gotten none of them. Do you live in the U.S.'s tropical forest? No. Okay, we got another mammal. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Not the same situation. Fox. Coyote. The coyote, also known as the American jackal, prairie wolf, or bush wolf, is a species of canine native to North America. It is smaller than its close relative, the gray wolf, and is slightly smaller than the closely related eastern wolf and red wolf. It fills much of the same ecological niche as the golden jackal, as does in Eurasia. However, the coyote is generally larger. The coyote is listed as least concern by the International Union for Conservation of Nature due to its wide distribution and abundance throughout North America. The species is versatile, able to adapt and expand into environments modified by humans. Urban coyotes are common in many cities. The coyote was spotted in eastern Panama across the Panama Canal from their home range for the first time in 2013. That was a nice little break.